All right, everyone, we're doing something a little bit different today. I'm here with Tootsie. I spent like a year collecting all of the weirdest plushie photos. We're gonna do a plushie review. So yeah, like I said, I'm here with Tootsie forever. How you doing,
Hello.
Tootsie?
I'm doing great. I'm ready to start this.
So I've kept him in suspense. He doesn't know what we're about to watch, but this is going to be interesting because I've got a collection of silly memes and eBay listings will be fun to review because some people, their first-time plushies look quite horrible, and that's okay. I have a first-time plushie. I'll probably show him a little bit. Other people make a plushie. They have no idea what they're doing, and they want $500 for it. So we're going to be making fun of people like that. We're going to go easier on people who, just beginners trying it out, of course. But so yeah, let's jump into our first one.
Oh gosh, this will be fun.
Here's our listing. It's a 58-inch jumbo giant Princess Luna My Little Pony plush, handmade, custom, one of a kind. Okay, I can't read these eBay titles with all the tags, but so here's the Princess Luna.
How much do they want for this plushie again?
600. Well, the bidding starts at 600, but they want as much as 800 if you buy it now. It looks like it's all fleece. Look, you can see the threads in the bottom of the wing there. Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
That's
I don't
pretty
really.
messy.
That is kind of bad. I mean, maybe it is their first time selling, but I understand it.
Yeah, so when someone makes a plushie, and if it looks horrible, that's okay, because that's how you learn, right? So we're here to mock and shame the people who want, like, almost $1,000 for something like this.
Look at this, 800.
So what would you pay for this plushie?
I don't know. I guess if I saw it at a convention, maybe about $10.
$10, yeah.
Maybe $10 for that.
I guess I'd pay something like that, too.
Does it come with the socks?
I believe so, yeah. It looks like fleece. I think the plush is all fleece, and I think the eyes look like they might be hand embroidered. No, it can't be. Because that would take like hours and hours to do. So sorry, anonymous seller. Good first attempt if it was your first attempt, but very shameful of you to ask for that kind of money. I agree with Tootsie. I probably won't pay more than like $10 for this.
Yeah. Oh gosh, what's our next one?
So here's a Derpy. They want $100 by it now for this Derpy.
I just love it when they take I like how when they use their photos, it's like with like a phone just like half off because you like the first image isn't even center.
How about the plush itself? Also has socks, so I get some points in that manner.
Not just socks, but pizza socks.
So her eyes are also kind of embroidered weird. It's like they embroidered it onto a piece of fabric and then they just tape that piece of fabric to its face.
It looks like it does look like her eyes are falling off. Like it looks like they're trying to just glue it on. They look glued on. They don't look like
it's probably glued.
Because they don't look like they were made with the plushie itself.
I'm gonna have to grab my first time plush. Because when I did the eyes and stuff, they look horrible. Don't get me wrong. You can make fun of my plush all you want. But even I thought I did print on fabric and then I sewed that on. This is a whole nother technique. If you have an embroidery machine, why would you embroider onto a separate piece of fabric and then glue that onto the pony's face? I don't understand that.
I mean, we're not plushie makers, but I definitely
excuse me. I'm a plushie maker.
The Derpy one looks, I don't know, it just doesn't look right.
Yeah, and again, like if it's someone's first time plush, like my Pinkie Pie here I made myself, that's fine. Like I wouldn't ask for more than like 40, maybe $50 for this, and even that's pushing it.
$40 for that?
That's why I sold one for I think it was 40 or 50.
Oh, yours. Okay, I was talking about
one of mine. Yeah. So I'm trying to put this all in context where if someone makes a plushie and they spend a lot of time on it, that's fine. It's maybe not going to look great your first time, but asking for $100 for this, again, not as bad as 1,000, but still, it's kind of up there.
It's not. No, it's not worth. It's definitely not worth $100.
So Tootsie, what would you pay for this Derpy plush? She comes with socks. Socks give you some bonus points there.
It's not bad. It's just the eyes and everything else just kind of ruins it. I don't know. From the looks of it, I might pay about $11 for it.
11? Why so specific? Yeah, I would probably say similar 10. Like maybe if it was someone I knew, like a friend, I'd get like paid $20 for it or something. But yeah, similar to that, that's about $10.
It's not terrible. It's not the worst.
Really, it all comes back to what they're asking for. Because someone makes a plush, they put their heart into it. It's something to appreciate just for that fact. So that's why I include these screenshots of the eBay pages of someone wanting 100 or even more for these sort of things. Mm-hmm. We're gonna get to some more shortly, even crazier ones, and we're also gonna look at some that are actually priced appropriately. So let's see what we have up next.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so this is a weird one. I don't know what we're going to say about it, but it just looked too weird not to include. It's like unfinished, obviously, but it's also worth mentioning the price. They're like barely asking anything for it. So it's not like they're making something and throwing it together and trying to get $1,000 for it. So we can't really criticize the plush as far as like construction and all that's involved, but I don't know. It's still something to talk about. Like the legs are kind of weird. I wonder what they were going for here.
A fetus.
Now I can't unsee it. That's definitely what this is. But
I don't like the blush. I don't like the blush.
Why did they have to give it a blush? That is weird.
They were probably trying to make it look cute and adorable. It's like, oh, add a blush. Like, oh.
Why would they think to add a blush but not a mane or a tail? In this photo, it looks like it just has little nubs for front hooves. It's like a little T-Rex.
It does look like a little T-Rex.
I do feel bad for making fun of a plush like this because, again, they're only asking for like $1.50 for it, which, I don't know. What would you pay for this plush, Tootsie? It's tricky.
Maybe $1.50.
Yeah, because context matters. Like if this was someone you knew, someone you respected, or maybe someone coming down in hard times and they spent a lot of time making this plush and they need some money to get by. Like, yeah, that of course you'd pay a little bit more for it. But
yeah,
ignoring all that, just the plush alone, yeah, I probably wouldn't pay more than a couple of dollars. If anybody did buy this, I don't know.
It just looks like a pony fetus. I'm sorry.
Yeah, now that you say that, I can't unsee it. Because like when I first looked at this, like I don't even know how to describe this, but I think you did aptly. That works.
Ooh.
All right, let's move on to our next one. We got a few more.
We got
some really good ones coming up. We got some scary ones coming up. So
I'm scared. What's the next one we got?
Okay, here we have a life-size custom Fluttershy pony plush. I love how eBay titles are like a song almost. So yes, we're back to the higher priced ones. Their bidding starts at $500, so they're hoping for more than that. Let's get some better looks.
They're definitely not gonna get that.
This plush isn't like one of the worst ones I've seen, but the embroidery is also weird on this one. I don't know if that's like a cheaper machine or if it's hand embroidered. I don't know.
It looks like Play-Doh a little bit.
Yeah, it is lumpy looking.
It doesn't look like there's enough stuffing in her.
Maybe. I think it's more about the pattern. To be fair, life-size plushies are exponentially more difficult to sew.
What throws it off for me is the eyes and the cutie mark.
Yeah, again, it comes back to the embroidery.
Oh, and it looks very lumpy. Like she wasn't it's like she lost blood.
Again, to be fair, it's not one of the worst ones I've seen. Like this one, when we get to our pricing, it might be higher for this one because
$500.
Yeah, I mentioned this earlier. They want $500, at least $500 for this. Yeah, that's why we're talking about this plush today. Is not because someone made a plush and it doesn't look as good as some. We're talking about this plush because someone made a plush that looks very beginner-like, and they want over $500 for it. That's what
I think. I can see people buying this. But maybe at a pony convention where it's like $30 or 30 or 40, but I don't think they would get more than 50.
Is that your official amount you'd pay for this, 30 or 40?
Oh, I wouldn't pay 50 for it.
What would you pay for this plush, Tootsie?
Probably maybe $30 or 25. Probably 25.
I'm gonna go with $30 for this plush. I'd pay.
I mean, it's not too terrible. I mean, It's just the eyes, the embroidery, and the I don't know, the lack of blood.
I can appreciate the craftsmanship of a plush. Ever since I tried making my own, I know how difficult it is. And I actually recommend everyone try to make their own plush because you gain a new appreciation for them that way. But with that said, yeah, I wouldn't pay $500 for this plush is what they're asking for.
The only plush I made was that Build-A-Bear, but I don't think that counts.
No, I don't think that counts. All right, our next one. Oh boy.
Let me see what.
A life-size jumbo pony plush custom Big Mac read description, no reserve. So they're asking for $150 for this one. And I don't think it's quite life-size as they advertise. It looks a little bit smaller than that. And there's your what are we even looking at?
It looks dead.
Yeah, this is a weird.
Looks like it was dead.
It's a weird product photo to include in your eBay listing. I wonder if they went with closed eyes because that's easier than figuring out embroidery or printed fabric.
There's also no cutie mark. I mean, it looks like a decent size, but I don't think it's definitely not $150 worth.
I don't know. I feel like this one's a little bit closer because they were smart enough to not try to do eyes that look horrible or a cutie mark that looks horrible. They kept it simple, didn't have a cutie mark at all, which is unfortunate, but I think it looks cleaner and sleeker than if they had a really bad-looking cutie mark. But
yeah, from the looks of the other photos, it looks, I don't know, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, I would probably pay maybe, I don't know, depending on how eBay is, maybe about 50.
$50 for this plush? Yeah, okay.
It just says life size.
It says life size, but it doesn't look life size to me. I think it's smaller than the plushies I have here.
Wow, then probably about, I don't know, $20.
I think I'll go with 20 as well. Part of that is because like Big Mac isn't like a pony I would really be overjoyed about a plush.
Same.
Like if it was Fluttershy and of a similar quality, or really any main 6, then yeah, maybe I'd pay 40 or 50. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I'd go with $30.
Oh, you said 30. Oh, you said 20 earlier. You gonna change that? Is that
Nah,
your final answer?
Yeah, $30 the final answer. Now that I look at it, yeah, I'm gonna go with 30.
I'm gonna stick with 20. Let's move on to another one. We're about halfway through the eBay listings, but stay tuned because we got other stuff coming up too. We got some weird pony memes we're gonna look at.
Oh God, I'm scared.
So I think this one's Canadian dollars, so it's actually $450 they want for this one.
Wow.
First thing that sticks out.
Besides her butt, and she looks pregnant.
Something's not quite right about that leg there.
Yeah,
and you're right about the tummy is a little bit weird.
she looks pregnant.
Yeah. So at least this one looks like it has higher quality fabric.
Are her legs coming out of her stomach?
You're right. Like her neck is really long right here.
Why is her legs coming out of her stomach? Oh my gosh!
This isn't. I don't think the hawk is supposed to bend that way. This is the first plush I saw so far on our list that looks like it's in pain, and I feel bad for it.
I kind of like how they postured it, where you wouldn't notice it like at the first glance, but once we like spent more than 10 seconds on it, I've realized that it's coming out of her stomach.
Yeah, but I have to talk about the eyes and cutie mark look a lot better than what we've seen so far in this list.
I feel like the problem I have with the eyes is that the eyes look way too big.
Yeah, okay. So I was talking more about...
eyes are like bigger than her head, or almost bigger than her head.
Yeah, the eyes are way too big, which is funny because a lot of people have the problem of them being too small and they look really weird that way. But yeah, this is a problem of too big.
Yeah, her eyes are massive. I don't like that.
But huge eyes can be a stylistic choice. I can't really criticize that as being a problem exactly. It's more
a little bit.
It's more just a preference, I think. I don't think I would really knock it for that.
Yeah, but, I'm not gonna. I mean, the leg just annoys me.
Yeah, that leg is really disturbing. So if you zoom in here and look around the tummy, like between the tummy and the leg is where like the pony's knee should be, not down there by the hawk. I don't think the hawk bends that way. So again, this is a plush where like it wouldn't be so bad if it was like the person's first attempt. Like again, I've seen worse, except for that leg is really bothering me. But besides that, I've seen a lot worse. It's just that they want at least like $450 for this plush, and that doesn't include shipping or anything like that. So Tootsie, what would you pay for this plush?
Probably wouldn't give it more than $70.
Yeah, so that might be our highest one so far from you. I mean,
I like the mane, the tail. I like the cutie mark. It's just the legs just ruin it. I mean, I can get past the big old eyes, but I can't get past that leg.
I'm torn because it looks like the fabric's higher quality. I like the details of the eyes and cutie mark. It's just the legs. I wonder if there's a way to like restore this plush, like rip the legs off and put them back on better. I don't know. I don't think you can do that. I'm trying to think how much I would pay. And I think it would be rather low. Like if it wasn't for the legs being so weird, I might pay like $100 for this. Yeah, in its current state, I don't know if I could do more than $40 for this plush. Well, oh man, see, like the ears and eyes are kind of cute right there, but then the legs are just so messed up. What's up next? We have, this is an interesting one. I think the reason I included this in this list is because I didn't want all the plushies to look horrible. This one looks like a pretty good plush. They want $200 for this. That's where the bidding starts, of course. And this plush, I think out of all the plushies on our list today, I think is the closest to being, maybe even is worth the price they're asking for.
Not 200. I am not paying $200 for it.
Have you ever shopped around for plushies? That's a pretty normal price for something like this.
Have you ever shopped around for OC plushies?
That's true. This is someone's OC. I'm not sure who. And what's the story behind that? They're selling it as new. Did someone back out of a commission, I wonder? There's probably a story here. There are some good details here. I like the shoes. I like the minky fur. I like the I don't know what material it is, but it looks pretty good. The armor.
Yeah, everything's good about it. Just that it's an OC.
I don't have a problem with it being an OC. Unless it's like, so
yeah,
again,
someone definitely backed out.
I think this is a good plush. The neck is a little bit weird, but other than that, it's not so bad. What would you pay for this plushie, Tootsie?
Just because I'm not a fan of OC plushies, but I like the quality. I'd have to pay maybe $30.
Wait, that's pretty low.
Yeah, if I was like browsing a Brony convention, I saw that like on a stand, there was like nothing else in the vendor hall, I'd probably buy it. Now
since this plush is a lot better than what we've seen so far, and in fact it almost feels ashamed to include this in the list at all because next to all the ones we've shown is kind of an insult. And I don't mean to insult this person because like I said, this is probably the best one we've seen so far. If I were to like be like on Pawn Stars or whatever it's called and say like how much is it worth? If I were to tell you how much I think it's worth, it'd be a lot more than what I would actually pay for it just because I don't really need a plush like this. Like I'd probably, if it was for sale for like 40, maybe $50, I might pick it up. But I recognize it's actually, I think it's worth more than that. I think it's worth pretty close to what they're asking for, actually.
I mean, I don't know about that. Like, here's the thing. If it didn't have, like if they said not an OC, I would probably mistake it from a character from the actual show because
It's just a royal guard.
Yeah, but it's not too edgy. It's not too ridiculous. Yeah, it's fine. At first, I didn't think it was an OC. Then I saw OC, and it's like, oh, okay. But I don't know.
That's a deal breaker for you, huh? Do you want to talk more about that?
I mean, it's probably I'd probably change it from like $30 to like maybe 50.
50? Yeah, okay. I mean, the neck is just a little bit weird, but other than that, everything about it looks really well made. I love the detail of the armor.
I like it too. It's cute. What is our next victim? I mean, plushie.
Oh, this one's interesting. Oh boy, we went. All right, I haven't shown you anything yet because it's gonna be a surprise. But we looked at a really good plush, and now we're gonna look at a pretty terrible looking plush.
I'm scared.
So we have this Sweetie Belle here. So first of all, they're asking a bite now. They want $280 for it, which is up there. If this plush were in good condition, it might not be too far off from that, especially at a convention. But the tail is falling apart, and they have like a pin holding it together. And also, it's just nasty looking.
Wow, it looks dirty.
Yeah, right? Like, throw it in the washing machine before you put it on eBay or something.
What else is the reason why they're asking? I know there's one other reason why they're asking so much for it.
So, yes, we haven't mentioned it yet, but it is signed by, I guess it's supposed to be Claire Corlett. Oh, it says Dumb Fabric, Claire Corlett.
Dumb fabric.
To be honest,
smeared.
It is smeared. You can't read it. It looks trashy. And look, there's even like an old corn chip or Cheeto dust or something.
Oh gosh! Oh gosh!
So this plush was probably pretty nice in its heyday, and I'm sure whoever had it or has it, cared enough about it to get it signed by Claire. But it's just kind of yucky looking. I don't know what happened to it.
I feel like if it had a good cleaning, it could probably be worth the price. Even I get the fact that it is signed by Claire because that is probably her signature.
It probably is.
The problem is even if it was clean, I wouldn't buy it just because the signature is smeared. And another thing I noticed just from this photo right here, the head is way too big.
Yeah, the head shape is really weird. I think, yeah, you're right. It's just way too big for that little body, and the eyes are way too small and up front. It's just, yeah, the head size. Like, there's two separate criticisms here. There's the treatment this plush has received by its owner, and then, of course, there's, talking about how the plush was made originally. Originally, it looks okay except for the size of the head. That's really weird. It's, I don't know why it's so huge.
I could get past the head part. It's just... throw in the washer, please.
Yeah, so that is something that's like worth noting, but like not a huge deal. Like it looks like a well-made plush besides that. But whoever owned this plush didn't take very good care of it and didn't even have the idea to like wash it before they put it on eBay, which is pretty nasty. And
obviously it was trying to be sold at a convention.
Yeah, I don't know what that price sticker is, but I love how it was being sold for $280. It was reduced to $250, and now they're asking for $280 again on eBay.
Wow.
So why would you sell something on eBay for $280 if there's a price tag on the item that says $250?
Yeah, why don't you remove the price tag?
Yeah, I don't know what that story is. Maybe they tried selling it at a yard sale, and it's like, can you imagine selling a plushie at a yard sale for like $200 or more, and like normies coming around and saying, "Why is that $200? It should be like $1."
I want to buy this for my daughter. What is it?
It should be like $1 at a yard sale, but no, we want $250 for this thing.
Why is there a fingernail in it?
Why is there a pin? Not even a safety pin, but just like a straight pin stuck in the tail there. That's kind of disturbing.
That pin is probably like just keeping the tail together.
It's holding the whole plush together. You pull that pin out and the entire thing just unfolds.
Okay, I don't know. Like if I saw this at a convention, no, I wouldn't buy it for $280, but I would probably get it for, I don't know, even at a convention that's high, but maybe $100 if it was cleaned.
$100 if it was clean. Okay, that seems about right. Personally, I never really understood the point of getting things signed. Like, I feel like if it's your item, you take it, go to get signed, it's sentimental, right? But then why would you sell that on eBay, or why would you even want to buy that on eBay?
Because they think the signature will bump up the price and make it more rare.
All right, I haven't said how much I think it's worth yet, or how much I would pay for it.
I would pay more than $100.
It's two separate answers here. How much would I pay for it, or how much do I think it's worth? I think it's worth like less than $10 just because of how nasty and dirty it is.
No, I said, if it was clean, it would be. I'd probably pay only like maybe $100 for it. But if it's being sold in this condition of how it is with all the Cheeto dust and everything, maybe. God.
No, yeah, we're just talking about current condition, I guess. We're not.
Maybe $15 if it came with gloves.
So yeah, I'm gonna stick with $10 just because it's all dirty. And personally, I don't think the signature adds value. That's, again, it's totally personal. It doesn't add value to me. It just looks messy. It looks like someone scribbled on there with a Sharpie. It doesn't look good to me.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to our next plush.
I'm scared.
We're probably gonna be getting to some really interesting ones here soon. We'll start with one that may not be as horrifying.
I'm sure it can't.
This Anthro Rainbow Dash. Okay, so this Anthro thing, I don't like it at all. It totally creeps me out, but I know some people do like it. How do you feel about this, Tootsie? He secretly likes it. He won't admit to it, though.
No, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
It's got a belly button.
Why?
So you don't like it? You're creeped out like I am?
I don't like how human it looks. It doesn't look right. It does.
The reason we're including it here is not only because it's entertaining to watch us get squeamish about this, but because it's actually really well made. This is probably the most well made plush on the list.
It's, like, to the person who made this, great job on it. Yeah, why is it Anthro though? I don't like that.
We're getting into a territory of pony plushies that is beyond the scope of this video.
I'm a furry, but I don't like that.
Oh, really? That's interesting. I would think if you were creeped out by this, you'd be creeped out by all the furry stuff, too.
No, that right there, I'm very creeped out about.
Different category of creepy out, I guess. I don't know.
Another thing I have with putting clothes on ponies is, like, it looks like, well, they obviously couldn't get it over the tail. So now it just looks like her butt's hanging out.
Oh, you're right. It is below the tail. How does that work? I don't even want to think about this for too long. They're asking for, not including shipping, they're asking for almost $800 for this plush, which...
Holy wow.
I must say, that's a fair price. Not that I would pay it, but that's what you would expect from something like this.
All right, it's very cuddly, I'm sure it is, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's well made, it's very large, it's expensive, but that's also what you would expect from this size. I don't know. I'm actually thinking this might be our best plush on the list, despite the creep factor.
It is. That's all fine if you guys are into Anthro. That's all great. And it even has, like, the detachable shirt and pants for
accessories.
Accessories.
That gets creepy. Where, like, I mean, I like accessories for my plushies, too, but it's weird when the plushie is, like, human-like.
I don't.
So, Tootsie, what would you pay personally for this plush?
I would probably pay maybe $300 for it.
$300? Wow. All right.
Where would I put the thing? It looks weird.
No, well, ignore that fact. Ignore like where would I put it? I think for me, I might pay a little bit more than that. Actually, I might be do like $350, maybe $400. But like I wouldn't have a use for it. I wouldn't want to hug this thing. It'd be too weird. I'd kind of also not really have anywhere to display it. I'd probably want to flip it.
I'd probably I wouldn't flip it. I'd keep it because I am a pony plush collector. But
I want to go on record and say Tootsie has weirder stuff in his bed than this thing. All right, I've saved one of the best eBay listings for last, but stay tuned because we've got other stuff too. We've got some weird pony memes we're going to fly through as well. But
I'm scared.
The last eBay listing I have for today, this is actually a somewhat more recent one I found just like last month as opposed to like a year ago, is this, they want $100 starting bid for this mangled mess of a plush.
I don't like how they're focusing on the butt.
I know, right? So Tootsie, I want to hear your thoughts.
She looks like she was tortured and her blood was drained. She looks like a balloon. And you said this is a plush?
I've never seen a plush anything like this. And I look at a lot of pictures. I own a bunch of plushies too. And I've never seen anything like this. I highly suspect this is some weird Chinese knockoff or some other plush maker that's not used to making ponies. Because everything about the proportions
looks like a mixture of Trixie it looks like Trixie but with Luna's cutie mark.
It's like she has two butts. She has the butt her tail is attached to, and then she has the thigh butt that most normal ponies would have. But she has two of them.
It's weird. I don't like it. It looks like a deflated balloon that you see at like a carnival.
Yeah, this thing is terrifying. I think if I was walking through the woods and I saw this thing in the ditch, I'd run away because it looks like it's gonna get up and run after you.
Oh my god, it's like the scene of a horror movie.
Yeah, this is something right out of a horror movie. I'm gonna see this in my nightmares.
It looks bad. I don't like it.
I don't like it either. So, all right, Tootsie, what would you pay for this plush?
I don't think I could pay at all.
So $0? You would just stay away from this?
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't do that. No, I couldn't. It looks too weird.
So just nothing. You just don't have anything to do with this plush. You wouldn't pay a cent. Would you pay a cent?
Maybe 25 cents. And that's like I would probably give it to like my niece or my nephew, but I don't even think my nephew would play with it because it looks bad.
I think that's child abuse.
No, he yeah.
All right, so I would probably accept this plushie for $100, as in you have to pay me $100.
Maybe $100, and I might be able to flip it.
I just want to know the story behind this. If anyone knows, please leave a comment below. Is this some weird Chinese knockoff, or is this someone's passion project, or is this like a commission from someone who doesn't normally make pony plushies? I don't know. All right, so we just looked at a bunch of eBay listings, but stay tuned. We got a couple more. We got some. I just kind of like over the years, I've just collected a bunch of photos I'm going to pull up, and we're just going to like react to them.
Are they going to be like memes from the show or what? Oh my God.
It's Ron Bodosh. I love how the eyes like follow you, even though you can tell that just from an image. I feel like anywhere in the room, those eyes would follow you. So what's nice is we can't make too much fun of it because they're not trying to sell this for a lot of money, probably. They probably just made this. This is their plush. They love it. That's great, right? But with that said...
the legs, the kind of... I mean, I understand.
All right, let's look at another one. You might recognize this one, Tootsie.
Oh, I'm scared. The guy she tells you not to worry about versus...
Fun fact, that's this one right here, so...
Oh my gosh, this plushie. What else we got?
All right, this is just a random picture I thought was a little bit interesting. It's just kind of funny looking, right? There's no caption or anything. Actually, there's a game. What would you caption this? Eat enough apples and you might start becoming as round as one. This is probably a BronyCon hotel room. It wouldn't surprise me.
Probably.
All right, what do we have next? Oh, here's a fun one. This is perfect ammo, no pun intended, for like a foam thread.
I like it. The plushie's cute, and I like the giant gun they have.
The plushie is amazing, and I'm pretty sure it's a real gun.
I doubt the gun's legal, though.
Why not? You want to? Oh boy, here we go. We're gonna open up a debate.
I like it. I mean, it's cute. I like it. It's adorable.
You zoom in. It's like you got this adorable plush. You just zoom in on, and you zoom out, and it's got a gun. It's like
I like it.
Cute plushies with guns is like a weird combination. I like a lot. And then you add a caption and turn it into a meme, and it's just it's perfection.
Yeah, the perfect plush meme. It's just right.
All right, what do we have next? Here's an old one you might recognize if you're savvy about pony memes.
If you're cold, they're cold. Bring your bat ponies inside. No, I don't like bat ponies.
You don't like bat ponies?
No, leave them outside to freeze.
I don't think we're friends anymore.
What?
I thought the picture about guns was going to open up a debate, but you dissing bat ponies is going to really fire up the comments. So Tootsie, who are your two favorite characters?
Spike and Thorax.
Okay, here's one of them. How do you feel about this plush?
Yeah, the lips just...
Okay.
I don't like the lips.
Okay, here's another interesting meme.
Oh my god, it's this one.
So we were just talking about how Anthro plushies creep us out, and this one takes up to 11. With the eyes just look kind of weird, right? Tootsie's defeated. You have no comment on this?
I have a comment. It's just, who looks at this character and it's like, I'm going to Anthro her. We need realistic boobs on her.
Yeah.
We need to give her a detachable bra and panties because sure, why not?
Like this is a thing. This is like a sub community.
Why?
Within a sub community of people interested in this sort of stuff. And again, like I'm not really judging. It's a well-made plush, but
it is a very well-made plush. Just
no,
why?
Thank you.
I'm not. That just looks weird.
I'll take the plush on top, please. I'll take 10 of them. So we've got a few more memes. Here's a fun one.
Is that a plush?
I'm sure you recognize the reference, right? Like these old advertisements.
Is this a plush?
Yeah, no, it's a drawing actually. It's only related to plushies. It's not actually a plush.
Wait, that's an actual drawing, not a plushie.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that is amazing.
It is amazing. Equestria Daily did a plush compilation post, right? And they included this drawing of a plush in the compilation because they didn't even know it's a drawing, not an actual plush. So then someone, of course, probably inspired by that, made this hilarious meme. This is great. Here's another good meme. You like Spike, right?
Wow, that's hard. That's cold. That's cold.
You know it's a Toys R Us, right? No, nobody wanted Spike. They bought everything but Spike.
That sucks.
He's probably still out there somewhere. We've got to track down this poor Spike.
Probably give him a home or something.
All right. I'm laughing at this one before I even pull it up.
I'm scared. What is it? What the hell?
This is the sort of fun plushie makers get to have, right? We miss out on this sort of thing.
What the hell?
Wait, it's not Blackwaters, is it? Hold up your Twilight for a second.
Oh, I gotta hold up my Twilight. Ugh.
Is it the same one? No, it's not the same one.
No,
but
it's not. The cutie mark's bigger.
Oh, okay, that would have been hilarious if this was the same plush, right? If this was actually your artist.
Yeah, that would be kind of funny. Oh, Twilight died.
Thank you so much for watching. This was really fun to check out plushies, and I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you so much to Tootsie Forever for joining me today.
No problem.
Yeah, so what do you guys think? Should we try something again like this in the future? We could talk about other topics, sort of this podcast style, but also edited format. So yeah, let me know what you think, and maybe we'll do more in the future. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.
Yeah,
Bye.
thanks for watching. Bye, everyone. What the hell?